G'day everybody, Alibar Jones here. Did we make a fantastic discovery? Like our EarthGuard team has been doing some wild stuff. And what we found is the initial contact between each soul and demon kind. Let me explain it all to you. So, as you're probably aware, souls bounce around, not just our galaxy, but many galaxies, and they visit many planets. And yeah, that's part of the great experience of the backpacker lifestyle that souls engage in. Just visiting city after city and partying on down. The problem with Earth is this is where it starts. There is a membrane that goes around the entire solar system. And as each soul comes through it, or it starts to enter that and wants to come into Earth or wherever, well, when that happens, it is met by an apparently nice looking fellow who explains to you the conditions of entry into our planet. And unfortunately, none of them are pleasant. Oh, they appear pleasant to begin with, but these contracts, these conditions of entry, are the beginning of this downward spiral into demonic capture. Let me explain them to you. So this being who meets new souls, he says there are three contracts that it makes, right? One is, I'll be with you the whole time to make sure you're okay. Two, you can't leave until we're ready to leave, until we've completed our test or our lessons or whatever jazz you want to call that. And the third one is, I can add things to your spirit over the course of your time here. And on the face of it, that sounds okay. Like stay until you've learned the lessons and I'm here to help you. Except, like all demons, they lie. The first thing that it teaches, the first thing addition that it makes to somebody's spirit is fear. It teaches them fear. And over time, it also adds more and more, well, just demons. Because as you start to feel great despair or great anger or great sadness or whatever it is that you're feeling, those feelings, in a way, this character takes it upon himself to add a demon just to magnify the experience so that you can learn the lesson. God, I hate that statement. I hate it. And now its source seems to be clear. Now, this particular being sits in the soul star. The soul star, it's not a chakra because it operates differently from a chakra. It's a bridging point between your spirit, or your mind might be another way, or your feelings and thoughts, which is your spirit, and your soul, and your soul would be like the player of a video game. He's sitting on the couch and he's directing this avatar, this 3D version, 4D version of ourselves. Now, in that bridging space, he has a green light for everything he does from our soul. And then he's just spitting poison into our spirit. And the more incarnations you have here, the deeper your infection will be. That's just how it is, unless you do something fancy, unless you learn the deeply unpopular skill of shadow work. And you start clearing up all of the garbage that these guys inserted in you. Now, our team being our team, we had a crack at ripping down the entire infrastructure. We had a crack at destroying the entire membrane, the entire sphere around our solar system. And we took 70% of it down, but there's something we don't understand. There's something we haven't completely understood about this. And so we're running through some time distortion work where we go back to the moment where that soul agreed to all of these funky contracts and then said no to them. And we're watching a lot of liberation happen that way. So I'm curious to see how this one will play out. We will be reporting more. But yeah, one of the great secrets is being revealed. Like, where did demons' initial access come from? And it's the same for everybody. And this little monkey, same one in every human being, in every soul, sits in the soul star and just drops poison into our lives. So we'll be taking care of that. If you're interested in doing some of this kind of work, well, look, I teach it in my course, which I'm sure you'll enjoy. Start clicking through the links if you want to get involved in this kind of work, because without being funny about it, I think my course is the most comprehensive and conceptually richest course on the internet. But I'll leave that for you to decide. Anyway, my love to you all, and I hope to see you soon. Bye for now.